Welcome back, viewers. Less than 24 hours to go until market time again, and I want to give you a few of my opinions going forwards into this week based on where the price could be going with AMC. Now, before we do enter, as always, it's only my opinion, it is not financial advice, so please do your own research and come to your own conclusions, as this is only my personal chain of thought. Now, on top of that, it's also important to identify the fact that this is purely speculative and nothing more. And again, it is just my opinion, so if you want professional advice, go and consult a professional. We're going to dive in now, and we're going to have a look at where we are with AMC and where we could be moving in the future subsequently. But before we do, can I ask you guys please to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and also share it if you can. The more views we can get, the better, because we'll be helping to spread that very positive message regarding AMC, both in this video and in all of the other ones that we have produced thus far, and all the ones that we will produce in the future. So we're going to get straight in, and we're going to have a look at the chart, the past month and the past 6 months and the past year, but not the year to date, the past year as in 2021. So on the year, we're looking at this trend now since July, massive push up to the $70-ish mark, and then we're coming down ever since. Now, recently in the past 2 or 3 months, but we'll start off on the 1 month chart, we're seeing this pattern now for some time, and we're coming down to a key level right now where we are at, where we are, kind of expecting a little bit of a bounce in my opinion. Now, I do have two opinions on AMC. I have a more bullish opinion, a more bearish opinion in the short term. In the mid to long term, I'm still bullish, but of course, I can identify, in my best opinion, as to where the price is going tomorrow, next week, and I don't think it is guaranteed to be a good place. But I'm going to give you both sides of my thought chain, and in that process, you guys can, make your own mind up as to what you believe. So, like I said, on the bullish side of things, we are coming down to a level right now where we are starting to find a bottom. We're consolidating nicely when we have a look on the 2-hour chart, even better on the 1-hour chart, I would expect. And we're starting to find that bottom around the $22 mark, $22.50 even, for some of these candles. I'm expecting that possibly from here, we're going to continue to consolidate and hopefully push up even more and see that eventual breakout. Now, what makes me feel a little bit more confident in that is the trend that we're seeing in the past 5 or so days, because we're seeing not really one day of green at all. And coming out to that 5-day chart, you will see that nice period of consolidation after a big push down. In the past, if we have a look back out to the past month, in the past, when we look out over here, you will see we've seen these big pushes down, then a bit of a bounce, similar thing here, then a smaller bounce, and then a similar thing here. But with such a big push down on the 1 month, and especially on the 3 month now, I'm expecting a relatively decent bounce, hopefully coming up quite soon, maybe as soon as the next week, and that is my bullish scenario for the next week. If we do see that bounce, we're going to be looking to break above levels at about $30. First, we're looking for about $25.54, I would say, because that is a level we've had difficulty both here and here. So we're looking to break above that and then onto those higher levels. Now, as far as the low end of things could go, I think it's entirely possible that we could be forced below 20. Of course, that would be quite extreme, but I think we're going to be looking for 21 on the low side if we do start to push down, and below 21, about 20.50, and then of course 20 is going to be our next level of support. And if we do start to drop below 20, we're into the teens again. And I know that may sound pessimistic and bearish. It's not meant to be at all. I like to provide myself with the best and worst opinions, so that if the worst does happen, like it has over the past month or 3, I'm going to be aware, I'm going to be understanding why it is going on, and ultimately what I planned for, so I'm going to be mentally prepared. That's why I'm giving you guys my bullish and bearish scenario for this one. But yes, I do think now we're coming to a prior level where we have hit that support and we have bounced off that in the past. We've seen a very similar pattern for this period. We're both finding bottoms for these candlesticks at 2077, bottom here as well. Of course, we've seen that consolidation in both of these periods around the very same level, actually, just a few cents off, about 20.50, I would say. So this one's about 20.40-ish, and this one's about 20.55 to 20.80. So you will see the trend pattern is the same, but the prices are slightly different. So I think that the trend itself could continue, and I would now be looking for that push up in the next week. I think that is more likely, in my opinion, than to see the bearish side of things. But like I said, I am trying to stay prepared for both eventualities, and obviously our first level that we're going to be looking to break above anyway, that's going to be at 23. You guys saw in the after hours for Friday, we actually did manage to push above 23.11, but strangely enough, the price came back down to 22.99. It was adjusted, and I assume they're going to say it was some sort of a glitch. Now, coincidentally, those options at 23 were subsequently out of the money, and we did have quite a few of those, but that is a different topic. Long story short, what I'm trying to say here is, I think we're potentially on for a decent week with AMC, but I am still going to be prepared for that downside in the eventuality that it does come. So, as always guys, be very careful out there, be cautious, know what you're getting yourself into, but yeah, we are coming up on some key levels now with AMC. Now if we come out here to this chart, get a few indicators up real quick, you guys will know, as I have said before, I don't like to pay too much attention to the indicators, but we are coming fairly low on some of them. So we're going to scroll down a little bit, we're going to come out to the 1 month, and this is where I think it is most important to highlight what we are seeing. Of course, some like to look at the 5-day, and some like to look out to the 3 month, but for this chart, I really want to look at the 1 month. But first, I do want to highlight one thing on the 3 month, and that is volume. So volume for this stock has been relatively stable, and that's actually been increasing for this period, especially into 2022, but also into December. So prior to December, we had extremely low volume, and now it's coming back up. Now, we already know the volume of this stock doesn't mean too much because we're seeing so much off exchange, etc. And of course, with the eventuality of synthetics possibly being out there, it makes even less difference. But yeah, the volume is coming back up if that's something that you do like to check. Now, out to the 1 month to make this a bit more clear, the continuous sell-off that we are seeing now is giving us a very low figure on the RSI. To be precise, it's coming down to 34, but it has been a little bit lower than that in the past. Why is this significant? Because if we look at where the bottom level of this line is, that's at 20, and 20 is considered oversold on the RSI. So yeah, I can see this one being a bit undervalued now in my opinion from a technical standpoint, and I do think subsequently we are going to be looking to push up hopefully quite soon. Now, like I said, technicals, fundamentals, they don't seem to matter too much with AMC. We all know what we're here for is for the MOAS, it's for the short squeeze. We're not necessarily here for the fundamentals, even though they are looking great, and we're not necessarily here for the technicals. But the reason why I make this video every single week is because I think it is important to kind of update people, prepare people, and get them ready for what it's going to take. And it is going to take a lot this week. It's going to take mental, of course, more than actual dedication to the price, because it is all an emotional game at this point. And as I have said before, the lower they force it, the more they're going to try and argue it's coming down because of natural causes and not manipulation. So be aware of that as well. So do your own research, guys, and as I have always said, trust nobody. Do your own research and have confidence in that. You can have a look at these YouTube videos or videos from others for a little bit of an idea of what is going on, but as I have said before at the beginning, this is only my opinion, and the same can be said for other sources of data. So bullish or bearish, just make sure you know what you get yourself into, and be very careful out there. As always, guys, stay profitable, good luck into this week, and I'll see you again. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you'll be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.